Okay, assignment 1 for Calculus McNaughton's class. Looking at question C, you're differentiating this function. We'll need to use the quotient rule here. So you can write out, if you're using the quotient rule, what is your first function, what's your second function. So I'll move this across just slightly. I've taken the top function here as f of x and then differentiated that to get sec x tan x. Taken the denominator function 3x squared plus 1 as g of x and differentiated that to get 6x. So using the quotient rule, we're multiplying the derivative of the top function, which is sec x tan x, multiplying that by the bottom function unchanged, subtracting the derivative of the bottom function multiplied by the top function unchanged, and then dividing all of that by the bottom function, denominator function squared. You can leave it like that, don't try and simplify for quotient rule. For question D, unlikely that there will be any of these first principles differentiation in the exam, but I've put it in there anyway because it is an important principle of differentiation. So here you've got the first principles, differentiation by first principles, and you've been given the first function. F of x is 3x squared plus 4x, and we also need this f of x plus h, and so every time you see an x in the function, put an x plus h. Every time you see an x, put a, let's move this over quite a lot, x plus h. So if you tidy this up, simplify this, you end up with just a 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared plus 4x plus 4h. Now substituting both this in for f of x and this in for f of x plus h back into this limit first principles, we end up with this, still obviously over h, and then tidying up, we've got 3x squared minus 3x squared, we've got a 4x minus 4x, so we're just left with 6hx plus 3h squared plus 4h all over h. So factorising out h and cancelling that, you're left with 6x plus 3h plus 4. Notice that we haven't taken away this limit the whole way through because we haven't dealt with that until this stage. So what is the limit? As h tends towards 0, so if h is going towards 0, that's going to be 3 times 0, that's nothing. We're left with just 6x plus 4.